All right, let's make sure we're also live on X, because we weren't last time. There's something wrong with X/Twitter. Okay, now we're live. Let me fix the camera and go Twitter. All right. Let's get this over with quickly. I've made a lot of progress since the last stream. Let me put this guy over here. Yeah, so I made a lot of progress since the last stream. The business is now unlock automatically. Unlock properly, meaning. Hold on. Let me see if I can make myself less ugly. Is it possible? Is it possible? I mean, it's not, but hey, this is the best that I can do. Okay. What are we trying to achieve now? We are trying to... Hold on. Give me a second. What we are trying to achieve here is designing the hay generation place and firewood generation place. So basically the idea is that this horse hotel requires hay, and this bathhouse requires firewood to create fire. And there should be not a stable, but like a little bar. A player can get over there and grab some hay. And same goes with firewood. We'll have a wood chopping place, like a woodwork, like not like a carpentry, but like a little storage for wood. I'm sure there is a technical word for it, but I'm not in that line of business. I make games. The challenge is where to put it. I mean, designing it is easy. Placement is the issue. What my gut tells me is we should place it somewhere along this line, right? We should place it here or here. Why? Because, and that's something very something very useful to know regarding the design, which is we are going to also have automation in this game, meaning we will be able to hire workers to move places, pick up the hay, put it in the horse hotel, to pick up the firewood and put it in the bathhouse, right? The thing is, if I place the firewood place and hay generation place here, or anywhere on this east side of the design, we won't see them because the player will be spending 70% of the time in this section, right? And not this section. And so if you put those places in the east, player won't see the automation. Now you might say, who gives a damn, right? The job is getting done. Not so quickly. Because, let me lower the music for myself. Yep. Because I want to create an atmosphere. Or better, I want the player to be able to create an atmosphere for itself. A buzzing town/resort, right? So that the player has this memory and this feeling that when I started out, this was an empty place. There was nothing in it, right? But now look at this place. There are workers going around. There's customers. There are things, but so that's the feeling I'm going for. I want the player to have that feeling. That is the kind of feeling that makes you want to go back to the game and play it over and over again, right? So I want the player to see those kind of movements. So what's the problem? Let's go ahead and do it. The problem is that I've designed this main section in a vertical orientation. Not a vertical orientation, but let's say in a vertical manner. So that, hold on, there is, let me just grab the guy. So that when the player enters meta, I'm going to call this section meta. So when the player enters it, he or she can completely see the entire workplace, the entire environment, to have a bird's eye view on top of the workshop, right? With one glance. Nothing too complicated. But now the question is, the thing is, if I add that firewood place or hay generation place in here, I'm probably going to need to widen the design of this section, which structurally, who cares? Like, do it. But that'll decrease the amount of control the player has on workshop, if that makes any sense. So this is the challenge. If we get that done today, before going to sleep, today would be a good day. And because I'm stupid, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a bunch of backups and just trying 5 different versions and be stupid. Let's go. And that's a good design philosophy, by the way. Let yourself be stupid. Let your stupidity manifest itself. If you're stupid like me. If you're not, you're gonna just do great. So one idea is to move this guy. Well, not to move it, but if you want to move it, we have to move everything, correct? But this is a backup scene. We can do whatever we want. Nothing is gonna break. Oh boy. Can't even. Hold on. Give me some time. We'll have all the time in the world. We might spend 2 hours just to find a place for hay generation. Tiny bit of let's see. For some reason I can't click on anything. Nothing is clickable. See? Okay. This is really annoying. It's probably canvas. Some of the stuff are part of the meta prefab, and some of the stuff just aren't, and that's causing this ridiculous problem. Okay. I think if I move these things to the east by this much, right, and then maybe take the widen westward by 2 meters, I'll be able to have. But actually, we can test that. We can actually test that. That ain't gonna be hard. So, to be quite frank, this is enough. For the purpose that we have, this is enough. We can go like this, but this is just too much. So, hey, where is that little? Oh, this is it. And we probably are gonna need this floor. Get over here. We are gonna make a mess and then come back and fix it. And I actually have a lesson to teach you guys, because I'm so old, regarding some design philosophy. And if you get this thing right, I'm gonna share it with you. Part of one of the pleasures of being so old is that you can tell people that you're old, and you can give them advice and be annoying. See? We are getting places. And one of those carriages. Hold on. I think we had a level 4 or something. 3. And it's 2. There it is. I'm just testing, and I'm just being stupid. Letting myself be stupid. Let me check Twitter right away. Let me see if you guys. Yeah, you can't see me. Let me check. Yeah, let me know if the stream has some problems on Twitter, because it is okay on YouTube. I am streaming in like 4K, so just making sure everything is alright and nothing breaks. It's so yellow. Everything is so yellow. Don't like it. I did have a more natural colored floor, but we can tap into that resort later. something missing in the design, you know, something more. Oh, I see. I know. I know what we need. We need a haystack. And that's also yellow. What if we use this? Although, we need to stop nitpicking and making sure the placement is good first. Yeah, I like this. I like the idea of it. I like the idea of something like this. Now, question is, how far are we willing to go? Meaning, are we going to have it on both sides, or does it make sense? First thing first, let's make sure we definitely need some more colors, some contrasting colors, but we'll figure that out. I don't know. Here you go. It's not that good, but just so that we've got something. So epic. Okay. Let's try to attach this to the restaurant. Can I duplicate this? Yes, I can. It is ugly. I want to disable this without disabling it. But I don't think I have another way, so it'll end up looking something like this. And it's so ugly, I can't. Hold on. Let's see if we can rescue this. Wait, oh, can I group all these things together? The only thing that can't is this. Oh, Christ. Already too late. I feel like the microphone is too close. That is just not the right place for it, man. I don't see how I can. I mean, there is a scenario where I move this restaurant too far to the left, where I want to make a political joke about it going too far to the left, but that's too corny. I don't want to put it here. It's so useless here. Although, nah. I'm not gonna give up. No, no. But maybe, just maybe, it's a good looking little cute package right now. I can place it everywhere, anywhere that I want. But what if it's rotated this way, whatever? So it's more welcoming. It has more character like this. It is not, I mean, the entire thing is not standard by any sort of imagination, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be standard. You know what? I don't hate it. I don't hate it. This is electrolytes, by the way. FYI. I don't hate it. Shoot me. Let me check YouTube for a second. See what I just did there? I moved my attention from the design for a couple of reasons. I had to take a break. Every half an hour or so, you'll take a break. And the way you do that is you open up YouTube or go on Twitter or something like that, just so you can freshen your mind. And that's only allowed when you're designing, when you're doing level design. You can't do that when you're coding. That's a whole different scenario. But and that had two purposes. One, cleared my mind, freshened me up, and I've got drank water and stuff like that. But most importantly, now that I look at the design, I have a fresh view. Even though the whole process took 2 minutes, I now have a fresh view on this. And I can look at it from different angles and different perspectives. These little short, tiny breaks. That location is very utilitarian. It does the job. My screen went black. It does the job. It needs to be a little bigger. No, that's too big. Maybe. And it'll be locked when the game originally starts, so that we are not overstimulating the player, and we're not giving the player too much information. Maybe that's a me thing, but I hate giving players a lot of information when they start playing the game, right? I hate those games when you open a game, whether it's on mobile or PC, and it gives you like 20 menus and 30 places to click. I hate that. I want the game to take me to the core of the gameplay when I start the game, and see if I get hooked, right? And then teach me about the other stuff. Maybe that's because I've got ADHD, but I don't want my players to go through that. So when I start designing, this would be like, there would be none of this, there would be none of this, none of this. This whole place will be blocked, and as the player progresses through the game, little by little, things will unlock. You may think this is a very obvious thing, but you'd be surprised how many developers make that mistake. You'd be surprised how many games ship like that. When you open it up and there are 15 different UI elements and 10 different things that you can do. It's like, I don't even know what this game is. Take me to the core of the gameplay first, see if I get hooked. I genuinely can't believe that we actually made it. Just have to fix some and actually see, there's so much dead space here that is useless, like this section. Look where my player is. Look from my player's perspective. This section is useless. It's so empty, right? Like this diagonal line, so empty. But then here, everything is so congested and together. And we have to, as we are designing the game, we have to make sure we utilize these spaces. One of the things that Yeah. So one of the things that we are actually going to do is we are going to delete this section because I just didn't. Where are we though? Hold on. This is actually a very important decision to make. Should this game only have one type of meat, or are we going to have these chicken? Are these thighs or what are these? The thing is, you don't grill chicken, you know? Or maybe you do. I mean, it's not nice, I think, but maybe some people do it. Hold on. That's a very important decision to make. I kind of like the simplicity of only having one type of meat, both from the developer's perspective and from the player's perspective. Less complicated. Hold on. I actually need a few minutes here. I think I'm gonna keep them. I think I'm gonna keep the chicken because I'm thinking of that moment where I introduce the chicken. Say 5 levels down the road, player has created this conception of the game that oh, I kill animals, I get steaks, and I cook it and I deliver it to player. That's it, no surprises. But then all of a sudden, a new type of meat is unlocked. And that is enough to get enough players to play 30 more seconds or 45 more seconds. And that's all that matters. And we should not overdo this. Overdoing it and introducing too many game items and too many types of food or vegetables, that'll make the game too complicated for my liking and for the target audience that I'm going for. But having another one that is unlocked after, say, 6 minutes of gameplay, that is actually cool. I'd say that is useful. It's not gonna overcomplicate things for a player because we're introducing it after 6 minutes. And it is not going to be, it's going to be a net benefit. So, we had a question to answer. Do we need chicken? And the answer is, yes, we do need chicken. So, we're going to Control Z ourselves out of this mess. No, I just realized that designing and level designing is a lot easier in stream, and coding complicated stuff is hard on stream. Maybe if I had 20 more IQ points, it would have been okay. But I'm an idiot. Now, there are some adjustments that needs to be done here. This is meat inventory, which can be, which can have a more compact form factor. $4K is too much for X to handle. I'm noticing. It's fine for YouTube, I guess. Let me check. This mess. 15 different UI elements and 10 different things that you can do. It's like I'm screaming my lungs out here. I gotta review the footage afterwards, see if we are breaking X by streaming 4K 25,000 bitrate. That's probably fine, but gotta battle test it. Gotta battle test it. Okay. What if I just delete this? No one's gonna kill me. And you know what I'm doing that, right? Because I'm thinking of Or maybe I'm making a mistake here. Let us save what we have. Hold on. Let us save, duplicate this scene, and make every adjustment that we want in that scene. Because I have another idea too. So if we move this pieces to east, then technically speaking, we will have enough space for something like this. Especially considering the fact that this will be smaller. And we can have the firewoods here. So this is one option. So bloody ugly because this section is just weird, right? So let's duplicate this. Totally delete this. Have the firewood. Scale it up. Create a little pile here. Let's play some safe music. Hell yeah. This is my gym music now, by the way. We discovered on stream. I think I made the base too wide. But let's see. I have. Yeah, this makes more sense. And I need a... Is that called a trunk? I want to go to the package because I think that way I would have some options. Is this the package? We're about to find out. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. This is also useful. You gotta remember that. Let's peek both of them and see if we can do anything with them. Oh, not here. Not here. Hold on. This is just perfect. It's too short. I can just take it to Blender and make it taller. Do I want to do it now though? I don't want to do it now. Let's see if I can. But if I add this, now we have like 6 different fences here. Right? Let me be stupid, okay? Let me do trial and error. Let me be stupid. Nope, I hate it. I hate it. I'm not committing to this idea fully because I do have another idea, and that is messing everything up. So let's just maybe do this and do this and duplicate that and put it here. Make it smaller, like so. And maybe create another one of these, put it here, change the color to something more dead, like my soul. This. And what if we go brown? What if we go brown? What if we go brown, hey? Set brown. What is controlling that last color? Is it? Yeah, okay. Bear with me. Bear with me. We'll figure something out. We'll figure something out before I go to sleep today. No, this is too bad. I don't know if I can make something out of this. Hold on. Maybe I'm looking at this incorrectly. You know the reason that I'm not even committing myself 100% of this? You know what that is? It's the fact that... hold on. These canvases. I mean, the reason is that now there's too many things here. The inventory is here, the firewood management system is here, the hay management system is here, restaurant customers are going to line up here, the fire generation is close to here. It's so congested, everything is so together that and at the same time, this will be unlocked for the, let's say, maybe an hour into gameplay, right? And for players, that's gonna be on their 3rd or 4th day, you know, for the very committed players. So maybe, bear with me and let me be stupid, okay? Because I am. Bear with me. What if... I'm gonna just do it. What if No? Am I being too stupid? I mean, you might just say, why would the firewood storage be behind the restaurant? And I would say, we don't have double jump in real world either. Shouldn't make sense. Listen, I exist, and that doesn't make any sense. Doesn't it actually feel cozy this way? You know? Oh, the firewoods are there. You know? You want the firewoods? It's in the back. It's in the back storage. That feeling? I'm really struggling with the coloring of this this floor. I don't want to go too dark because this is a game for kids. I don't want to go too... what about... No. Coloring is a constant problem in this. Floor coloring specifically is a constant problem in this game. Let's add some other design element. Oh, I have something here. By the way, we completely forgot about the trunk. Hold on. Listen, although the idea was stupid, I'm loving it. And you can shoot me for it. Sue me. Let me find the trunk. None of these. I had a good trunk. Where's the bloody thing? Where is the bloody thing? There it is. It's too detailed, isn't it? We want something more low poly. But let's see. Ah, made the same mistake again. Why should a trunk be in the storage? How would this feel? Would we be comfortable with it? Listen, we are onto something. We are onto something. If we find a solution for the floor, which... Is it actually necessary? Doesn't it feel more rugged this way? If, I mean, you chop down a tree in the woods, where do you put it? You put it in the snow, right? But it's not cozy. It's not cozy. What about a stone like a stone pavement sort of ground, like these. Didn't I have a like a texture pack for it? I had something. It needs to be darker though. You can't even go this route. You know? Let's just try it and be stupid. Come on, give me some music. Let's go with Prince of Persia. No? Let's go with generals. I'm worried about the stream on X. It's acting very peculiar. That could be because it is locking itself to 4K. Just for safety, let me share the YouTube link. I'll take care of it after the stream. Yeah, it is. It is actually having some problem. I can see that. Okay, so maybe 4K is actually a bad idea for X. Okay, I'll take care of that. You can't connect, hey? Let me take care of this. See if I can do anything. Because this is one of those rare streams where something is actually being done. Let me then, I can stop the stream and start it with a tiny bit of lower bitrate and resolution.